Hey, and welcome to this week's 3x3, where we go over 3 tips in 3 minutes. This week's 3x3 is going to be focused on top communication skills for leaders to learn. I have with me Rahul and Peter. We'll go ahead and go through the first tip. Peter, take it away. You got 1 minute.
All right, so the first step for leaders is to have a strong point of view, which means strong opinions. And now a lot of our clients, they come to us because they come from a technical background. So they're usually in the gray when it comes to things. Sometimes are good, sometimes are bad. There's pros and cons. So because of that, they tend to have weak opinions about things, about direction, about where to double down. So we encourage them to work very hard on developing their opinion muscle so they can have a strong point of view. And it has to start with simple things. For example, you got to start by saying, do I like it? Do I not like it? Then if you like it, why do you like it? If you don't like it, then why don't you like it? That's going to help you develop the muscle. Then after that, you can become more sophisticated. Should we go forward with this decision? Should we hold back? And that's how you develop your sense of strong point of view.
Great. I like it. Thank you, Peter. Rahul, I'll bring you in here. Tip number 2.
So the second tip, you've been building your strong opinions. You have to be not afraid to repeat those opinions and repeat messages as a leader. You probably can tell that there's certain leaders that they're like grandpa. They're saying the same things over and over again. And you have to be not afraid of that. And you want to figure out creative ways to be able to weave that in. So maybe the next time, maybe you have a point about learning. So that's a big one in our company. We're always talking about learning, and all of us are learning and developing. And we institute that every week. I say it in a certain way. Maybe I use a story. Peter says it in a certain way, uses an analogy. So you can bring in storytelling, weave it in if you're afraid that you don't want to just say it in the exact same way every time. However, the value or the vision, those kind of things about the project, about the team, you can say all of those things and repeat the same things again. So don't make the mistake of thinking you need to come up with new content, new messages every single time you talk to your team. That's a lot of pressure. Instead, you want to stay consistent because people need that repetition every single time.
I like it. Thank you, Rahul. So don't be afraid to repeat and repeat with enthusiasm. All right, we'll bring Peter back in for this one. Third tip. Peter, go ahead and start it off. 30 seconds here. Take it away.
So the third one is don't be afraid to iterate and fix your message, because it's very unlikely that you're going to have the perfect message the first time you say it. So it's okay. You say your message and have a strong point of view. However, don't hold on. Don't get married to that idea or to that opinion that you just shared. Be open to feedback and adjust your message accordingly. And then you go back to step number 1. You say it in a strong way and you repeat it and be open for feedback. If it needs fixing, you fix it.
Thanks,
Awesome.
Thanks, Peter.
Yeah, the other thing I would add on that is with that related to that strong point of view is you want to have a strong point of view that is loosely held. So that way you are open to feedback, because your team doesn't want to feel like, oh, well, Rahul has an opinion. That means that's it. And that's the only way he's going to feel about it. They need to feel that you're open and warm and open to feedback. And so that way you can change and iterate. And that's better for everybody in the long run.
Great. Thanks, guys. Well, that was 3 tips in 3 minutes for top communication skills that leaders should learn. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.